Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Adrian with another Avo release. Today we're releasing 2.33, so 33 main releases. This is very nice. We are almost at 1100 GitHub stars, so smash that star button. And let's just check out what we have to release today. So for this release cycle, we tried something new. We tried, instead of releasing everything when the 2 weeks have passed, we just had like small releases all throughout these 2 weeks. So basically we're gonna check out 2.321 and 322, 323, and so on. So let's go from bottom up. So refer to cache class without calling them. Yes, this is a bug. Thank you, Jem, for fixing this. This was a bug we introduced the last time. We changed the way we cache the response from our HQ, and it appears we didn't do enough testing, and it would cause some kind of crash because it would try to instantiate the memcached store. So if you didn't reach this issue, then it's fixed. You don't have to worry about it. Point two, proper file store init. This is when I come back and do the other the other way to fetch a new cache store. So again, if you never had this issue, that's okay. Again, another one by me. Include pagination or resource index maps. So it seems we forgot to add pagination to the map view, which we added in a previous release. Now the pagination is there. Add space after workflow. So this is another visual bug that was fixed. Enable action namespacing. Yes, so this came from our friends at Windy. So now instead of asking, you can have actions with a namespace. So they're not now they're not like mandatory to have in where is it? So it's spec dummy app avo actions. Instead of having them just in this root directory, you can have them in a subdirectory, right, as a namespace. So now this works. When installing Avo, detect if a user model exists and create a resource for it. So thank you so much, Marian. He's a very good friend of mine. He's also looking for a job. So if you need a very good, junior Rails developer, Marian is your man. He has plenty of experience with Laravel, with Node.js, with Symfony. So he's not a junior developer, but he just wants to transition to this Rails, the Ruby and the Rails world. So definitely, if you want to have a chat with him, send me a message, send him a message. He's on Twitter, on our Discord, and everywhere, but definitely. So what this does is whenever you are running the install command for Avo, it will try to detect if you have a user model. And if it has a user model, it will also run the generate Avo resource for you. So the generate the Avo resource command for you. So it will add the user as well, because we've seen that this is a very common use case. Thank you so much, Jeremias. So encode special characters in search query. So there was this bug where if you try to search with a plus sign, so something like, let me try and do this. So you try to do something like Eldora James, this plus sign wouldn't be encoded, and probably other characters as well. So it would yield no results, but now this is fixed. Thank you so much, Jeremiah, for helping with this. Next, what is it? Replace SimpleMDE with EasyMDE. Thank you so much, Jim, again. So SimpleMDE is not supported anymore for, I think, 4 years. EasyMDE is a fork with a lot of bug fixes and improvements. So now whenever you have a markdown field in Avo, now you're seeing this SimpleMDE instead of EasyMDE. Oh, the other way around. Easy instead of simple. Perfect. Edit authorization in show controls. Yes, this was a bug. It was such a stupid bug. So we didn't nest the button inside an if statement. so it would, the edit button wouldn't be authorized. So let me go to fish. So this edit button, if you had authorization, which returned false, it would still show up. So that was the bug, but now that is fixed. Default field option as a block in actions again. So I think so if you use something like a proc, let me see, release fish. If you use something like this, default something, this wouldn't really work within actions. It works on fields but not in actions. So now we made that work. Default, okay, through reflection in generator. Yes, this was a mild tiny bug where if you wanted to use, so we found this out on a bullet train app. It's just bug fix. If you had a or what is it, let me actually see what the actual cause is. Yeah, if you had a through reflection, a through association, I will just freeze and wouldn't really create that resource for you. But now this is fixed. Add include option for actions list. Again, Marianne, amazing PR. So basically what this does, whenever we created this, let me go to fish resource. Whenever we created the show controls, we imagined that you would use action. You would add actions to your resource. And then they would look like this, like release fish. And then you would have a drop down with all the other actions that you didn't put that you didn't extract away. But now you can have an actions list with just a few actions that you want. So you can have like multiple drop downs of actions with just the actions that you want, right? So now you can use this include option here. Cool. So thank you, Marianne. Again, amazing PR from 0 to 1, flawless execution. Callable app name. This was something again that we didn't have before. So now you can have, if I go to avoRB in my initializer, you can have this app name um, as a block. So you can use the params, or you can use I don't know, internationalization. So I18 and translate, or you can do all kinds of stuff. So now this is supported. And the app name, in case you were wondering, is shown over here. Valid file cache store again. I think that we're good with the caching now. Fixed to count by primary key of model. So thank you so much, Satoshi Morita. What this does, it was counting for search. We have this counter, like how many records match this search query, so 448. But we used to just count it by ID, but actually some records don't have an ID, they have a different primary key. So now this has fixed that. So thank you so much. Yep, and that's about it for our release notes. If you're curious about seeing a live Avo 3 app, you can check it out at avodemo.com. And you'll see this new app where we have the scopes available. We have the new filters. So first name contains J. We have all of these goodies. It's true. The date field and so on. The date filter. You'll find fish the record row controls. So you'll have the ability to add custom actions to each rows and action lists, and add links and other things. You have index controls here. Then when I go inside, we have show controls, and now we have edit controls as well. So you can change the buttons everywhere, right? The same way that you are used to do it in Avo 2. What else? So a lot of tiny things, a lot of API changes. I'll just let you go through them. Again, you can find the documentation with the new features on our docs website. So you'll see all of these new features there. And I encourage you to check out the source code because you'll see the new API changes. So, for example, let me just get here resources and say user. You'll find this new def fields API. You'll find that all blocks have the arguments removed. A lot of, like, the computed fields don't have arguments themselves, and a lot of like cool API changes that you'll find in this in these new features list. So yeah, a lot of cool things coming for Avo 3. We're still working on that. I had some personal things I had to take care of for the past 2 weeks. I was a little bit away. I'll be away the next week, the full week. I'll be at RailSAS in Athens. So if you wanna hang out with me with Yaro at RailSAS, definitely let's hang out. And yeah, we'll pick up the pace again after June 5th. Yeah, so check out Yaro. Yaro has released his first episode of Super Chat as a podcast, so you can see him speak with Amanda about Rails World. You'll probably see new things here as well, so go check that out. Short Ruby news. So Lucian did something new with this one. It brought the two newsletters back together. I remember I told you a few releases back that he split them apart, but now that it's back together and he's trying out new things. So definitely check it out. We announced for Friendly last week that Irina is going to be speaking to us about mental health for developers. So she's a psychotherapist, an emotional educator, and a co-founder at Assertivo. And you better, bookmark this website and check it out because we'll have a nice announcement tomorrow. So a very cool speaker that I'm sure you know, and you'll probably want to come and check out. So yeah, definitely. We still have tickets available. We sold probably half of the tickets. We still have 8 spots for sponsorships. Again, I'm giving a shout out to our two sponsors, Andy Kroll and Flagrant. We love that they are sponsoring this community. So yeah, if you have a product or an agency or a company that uses Ruby and you want to sponsor a very nice and cool and friendly community, come and sponsor our conference. So it's a one price, one package for everybody. You get all the value for and also helping the community. So definitely check us out. Yeah, so that's about it for this week. So check out Yaro. You'll see something cool soon. Check out Short Ruby. Lucian has been doing again an amazing job. Check out Friendly RB. If you want to sponsor a cool community, definitely. And stick around tomorrow. We'll announce a very cool speaker. Let's meet in Athens next week at RailSAS. I would love to hang out. Me and Yaro have very cool plans of hanging out on a nearby island after the conference. So that would be a cool thing to do. And yeah, otherwise, stay cool and thank you for being a part of this community. And see you soon.